Good morning, Tessa. Well, the two have only met twice briefly before today, once at the G7 in Canada, literally a few days after Prime Minister Conte was sworn in as Prime Minister, and then in the more recent NATO meeting. And as you said, it seems like they're best buddies already. After that first meeting, Trump said he was a great guy, and Conte used very nice words for Donald Trump as well. And in a way, it's not surprising because the two are fairly similar. Well, if you look at it, Giuseppe Conte is the leader, the representative of a government that ran a recent electoral campaign based on a slogan, Italian first, based on heavy rhetoric against migrants. The new Italian government has been fairly critical against its historic allies in the European Union and very indulgent towards Vladimir Putin. Giuseppe Conte, I remind you, at the G7 meeting in G7 summit in Canada, was the only leader of the 7 to have signaled that he agreed with Trump when Trump suggested that Russia should be readmitted to the G7, therefore turning it back into the G8. So, a great start of that relationship, Tessa.
Yeah, so what's interesting is that do you think that today they're going to be talking about the things that bring them together or there's the common ground, or do you think they're also touched on issues that divide Europe and America?
Well, the two leaders will probably look for reassurances on both sides, Tessa. In a way, Giuseppe Conte will look certainly for reassurance, for instance, that Trump is not going to introduce that threat of the 25% tax on cars, even though he already used reassuring words during that meeting with Juncker recently, because that will affect heavily the automotive industry in Italy, especially, of course, Fiat Chrysler. Conte will also look for reassurance that Trump and the United States will continue to support Italy in the Mediterranean region. Of course, the U.S. have got several military bases scattered across Italy here. And in return, Trump will look for reassurances as well. In particular, he will look for reassurances that Italy is not going to withdraw the peacekeeping troops that they have in Afghanistan. The new defense minister signaled that he wanted to scale down on that, of course, as well as in Iraq. He will look for reassurances also that Italy will commit to big infrastructural projects like the TAP, the Trans-Adriatic pipeline that is in the works now, and it plans to bring gas from Asia all the way to Italy and therefore Europe in the future. And the reason why Trump will probably look for reassurance for that is that this government has already signaled that it wants to scrap or at least review big infrastructural projects that have been going on for a while now, including, for instance, the high-speed rail link between Turin and Lyon, which has been in the works for many years. It cost billions of dollars. It's a pan-European project, and at the same time, the government is saying, well, we're going to review that, so I don't know whether we'll continue to finance that. So Trump will want to have reassurance that Italy can stick to its promises and its planning, as well as, of course, every other foreign investor.